Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne and this is To Crochet Curious. I am working on my crochet along for Coco's Crochet, and I am going to continue to share this until it's completed in June. So if you don't want to miss any of these updates, please subscribe. And if you like, put a thumbs up or a comment. I appreciate your feedback. I will put the hashtag for the crochet along in the description box, and you will be able to join in. There's still plenty of time. It's a stitch sampler, and so let's take a look at where we're at. To be honest, I am a little behind on my schedule. All right, so let's see. So this is a crochet along that has Lisa from Coco's Crochet is using a Sydney calendar, and then every month she looks at the picture and she's writes down the different colors that are in the picture, and then selects by random draw 3 colors, and then there's a wild card color. So so we did January, February, March, April, May, June. July was released 2 weeks ago, and I promptly went out of town, and when I came back, then I was just had so many things going on. I haven't been able to work on this. So now she's released August colors as well. So now I have 2 months to complete. So I started working on it yesterday. I've selected most of my colors. The colors for July are blue, green, red, and yellow. So I'm starting with this from my, this is a scrap buster, so I am using all scrap yarn. This is the blue I'm using. This is the Respun from Lion Brand that I had left from my my blanket that I made, which is over there on the couch. Oh, it's in a bundle. Never mind, you can't see it. It's in a pool. Okay. So anyway, this is a beautiful rich blue, and we're working on puff stitches and alternating puff stitches and double crochets, so there's a stable ground for the puff stitches to sit on. So here was the June, and then I started, the orange is the last of the June, and then I'm adding the puff stitches for July. And it's bothering me a little bit that I screwed this up. I should have done that a little different so that it stood up. So I might have to, I don't know. I'm only halfway through the row, less than halfway. So if I was going to frog it, now would be the time to do it and then start over and get that right. And I am doing it a little different than the last time I did the puff stitches, so it's a little, has a little more interest to the way it looks. And so I think that'll be cool. So we're using blue. What are my other colors? They are green, red, and yellow. So these are the scraps I selected. I went with this really deep, deep, deep red and yellow, and this is going to be my green. It's actually variegated, so it's going to change color. Now the question is, am I doing all the puff stitches in blue like I did with the bright pumpkin? I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens when I get to the next. I've also selected my August colors, and August colors are red, purple, gray, oh, and a wild. So I don't have the gray selected yet, but I've got my purple. The camera on this phone is so much better than the camera I was using before. Blue, I'm going to use this for the blue. It's Fuzzy Wuzzy. Now, if it's too thin, because it is pretty thin. So if that is too thin, I might pair it with the blue that I'm using this month, but it'll give it a little different interest. And for my wild, I'm going to use this mustardy color. So I think that'll look pretty good. And then I need to find a gray. I don't know if I have any more gray in my stash, but I'll go look. And I do have, I know I definitely do have some gray that I could use if I don't have any scrap yarn that's gray. So it'll work out. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon on the next video. Bye now.